Well, this game was just bad. We could not do anything to stop them. And it is a pretty bad loss. So, yeah, let's do a review. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Drew, better known as BrockChalk01, and today, yesterday, whenever you're watching this, the second-ranked Kansas Jayhawks were back home in Allen Fieldhouse as they took on the 14th-ranked TCU Horned Frogs and got absolutely killed by a final score of 83-60. Yeah, a lot of things happened in this game, and there was no way to stop them. I mean, we couldn't do anything to stop this team. So, congrats to TCU for winning this game, but geez, what were we thinking? I mean, there's a lot of things that happened, but most notably, this was TCU's first win in Allen Fieldhouse in 12 tries. So, and they do it in grand fashion. It is the second worst home loss in the Bill Self era, which dates back to the 25-point loss that we lost to Texas during the COVID season. And then if you go back last year, there's the 18-point loss to Kentucky. So it edges into second place. And I mean, there's not much to say about good in this game. There was a lot of bad things. So that being said, for those of you who do not know, I give positives and negatives about the game, give a player the game, and a player who needs to improve. Without further ado, let's do it.
12 seconds later.
Well, after a few glances and double checks, there's only one positive in this game, and that was KU shooting in just the first half. That's the only thing that I was semi-pleased with. Is KU shot 45% from the field, 46% from three, and 83% from the free throw line. That's it. I mean, the fact of the matter is that first half, we were down by 22 and then cut it to 10 by the break is impressive, and that all has to do with the shooting numbers. So, yeah, very short, but the shooting numbers in the first half was my only positive. All right, negatives. Where do I start? Let's just go with KU's overall shooting numbers, because the second half really killed us as the shooting numbers ended up dropping, as KU ended up shooting just 39% from the field, 33% from three, and 64% from the free throw line. I mean, the 64% from the line is around our average as a team, but gosh, that's still terrible. And compare that to TCU's numbers, which we could not defend them to save our lives. TCU shot 54% from the field, 53% from three, and 81% from the free throw line. They could not miss. Just putting it out there, they could not miss. We could not defend. We got just basically abused out there on the floor, and we couldn't do anything. So yeah, the shooting numbers in terms of our offensive side and how we defended TCU, they're negatives. Another negative, turnovers. We lost the turnover battle. We laid a big fat egg. I mean, if we didn't turn the ball over, there's a good chance we could have came back in this ball game. But yeah, turnovers is not going to help you win them, as TCU forced 17 Jayhawk turnovers and scored 20 off of them, while KU forced 15 TCU turnovers but only scored 11, which, yeah, scoring off turnovers also hurt us a lot in this game, because we had breaks where we try and make layups and they wouldn't fall. So, yeah, turnover battle, that's a negative. Let's see, another negative, foul trouble. We barely lost this thing, as we had 16 personal fouls while TCU had 15. And both teams had a technical in this game, which came early. Bill's technical was kind of coming, because it was just a matter of time when that was going to happen. And then KJ got called for a travel, which, if you look at it again, he did take 2 steps, but that's it. And he had like no clear path. So it could have been a clear path foul, if anything. But they called a travel. Bill just, his fumes just unleashed. Got teed. The other one that happened was when Shahada Wells got teed. Now, I don't know what happened. Maybe he mouthed off to the bench or something, to KU's bench. I don't know. But, yeah, he got teed up for no reason. So, and that added to the totals for both teams. So, in retrospect, it was 15-14. But, yeah, KU still had struggles with foul trouble. I mean, KJ had 4. Jalen had 3. Ernest had 3. And, yeah, we just couldn't stop it. So, yeah, foul trouble, that's a negative. Rebounding's also a negative, as KU lost the rebound battle 36-30. And if you take away TCU's 9 offensive rebounds, KU actually would have won this thing by 3. In fact, KU had more offensive rebounds than TCU. But, gosh, we could not grab rebounds. And it just seemed like we didn't make efforts to try and grab rebounds. I mean, when we put up like 3-point shots, no one would be by the glass. They'd all be spread out. And then when TCU put up shots, no one made an effort to go and get the ball. So, yeah, we got to do better rebounding, and that's a negative. And the other ones are nitpicks, as KU lost the points in the paint battle 42-26. Jeez, that's terrible. Second chance points, KU lost that 9-6. Fast break points, TCU won that 19-4. And oh boy, the bench scoring. TCU killed KU 39-8. I just don't know at this point where we can't get guys on our bench to score. And yeah, it's going to kill us because our starting 5 just can't do it all by themselves. We need bench scoring, and it's not happening. So, yeah, with all that said, those are all my negatives. Player of the game. There's no question in my mind who it is, and that's Jalen Wilson, because it was a one-man show this entire game, and he was the only guy who actually put up shots and wasn't scared. Jalen finished with 30 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists in 35 minutes. Went 11-21 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. What can you say? Back-to-back 30-point outings for the first time since 2018. I mean, good job for Jalen, but both those came in losing efforts. I wish he had support to back that up and even get a win out of it. But, you know, you can't take away the fact that he put his heart and soul out to compete and lead this team. So, yeah, another 30-piece for him. There's no question. Jalen Wilson's my player of the game. Now, player who needs to improve. Shoot, this could go to anybody. I mean, Kevin McCullough, despite having semi-decent stats, the dude's scared for his life. I mean, he had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal in 29 minutes. Went 5 of 6 from the field. He missed both his free throws, but the fact that he did not shoot a 3 when he was wide open as wide open can be, and he hesitated and would pass it out. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Grady Dick, he didn't have a good game either. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block in 33 minutes. He was cold as ice. I mean, and no, not like ice in his veins. He was just ice cold like a brick. 3 of 13 from the field and 2 of 8 from 3. He had 5 early and then just clanked everything until late. So, yeah, he struggled. KJ Adams, this is actually a struggle for him. This was his first, like, true bad game in, like, 2 months. 4 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a block in 23 minutes. He went 1 of 6 from the field and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The 1 of 6, I mean, his shots did not fall, but he was also going up against Eddie Lampkin and like 2 7-footers. So the fact that his field goal percentage was like that makes sense. But they got him into foul trouble early. He had 2 in the first half, and then he got 2 quick, and then he just sat a good chunk of the time, and they just went after him. So, yeah, there was no question that he struggled in this game. But the player who needs to improve, now it might be a little bit shaky, is DeJuan Harris. He was non-existent. I mean, yeah, on the assist thing, he was lights out, but everywhere else, non-existent. Juan finished the game, no points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, but 3 costly turnovers, which in retrospect, it should be like 5. And yeah, they kind of just backed that off. But 0 for 4 from the field and 0 for 1 from 3 in 39 minutes. I just don't know. I mean, yeah, Juan can score, but he just seemed lost. I mean, he was making freshman mistakes as a junior. Freshman mistakes. And I don't know. I mean, something must have got it to him. I just think he was off. And I know he'll get better as time goes on, but this was just... he was just standing out in right field, picking dandelions. So, yeah, it was bound to happen at one point that one of our, like, true stars on this team was going to have a hiccup game, and it happened. So, unfortunately, DeJuan Harris is my player who needs to improve. And that's going to do it for my review of KU versus TCU. Again, the final score, TCU 83, Kansas 60. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Push that notification bell. Tell your friends about these videos. And I should see you again for the next basketball review, as the Hawks will travel down to Waco, Texas to take on the Baylor Bears. But until then, have a good day. Never ever bring exotic dancers to the field house. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.